Hi there, this week I am testing the lovely Mazda CX-8. This is a great 7-seater SUV. Let's find out how good it is as a baby drive, and don't forget to stick around to the end to find out my favourite family features. The child seat section of this video is brought to you by Infosecure. In the back of the Mazda CX-8, these rear doors open really wide, which are great for getting child seats and children and passengers in and out of the back easily. Now, there are Isofix in the two outer second row seats of the Mazda CX-8. They are within plastic guides and nice and easy to connect to. There are top tether anchorages on the back of all 5 rear seats in the Mazda CX-8, which is fantastic news for large families that need to. And also for smaller families, it gives you great flexibility for where you want to position your child seats. Now, I have got 5 Infosecure child seats in the back here. I have got the Attain More and Adapt More rear facing in the outer second row seats, and the new Momentum More child seat forward facing in the central second row seat. And in the third row, I have got the Achieve More and Aspire More, both forward facing. Now, these all fit in here really nicely. 5 full-size Infosecure child seats will fit in the back, which is fantastic. When it comes to legroom, we could fit a 182 centimetre driver in front of a rear facing second row child seat and the forward facing in the third row. Now, to access those third row seats, you can bring this second row forward, even with 3 child seats installed across here. Now, that is if you're using the Isofix rather than the seatbelt to install the child seats. Now, this second row seat does only come forward a small amount with these child seats installed, so it's enough room for a child to fit through, but an adult can't fit through to that third row of seats without uninstalling a child seat in the second row. But for those smaller families that don't need 5 child seats all the time, it's a perfect opportunity. Remove one of the child seats from the second row and just have 2 in the second row, and then you've got easy access through to the third row. To learn more about the Infosecure child seats used in this video, just click on the link here. Storage in the back of the Mazda CX-8 is great. On both sides in the third row, there are double cup holders. They will hold a reusable and disposable coffee cup. In the second row, there are mat pockets on the back of both front seats that will hold and conceal an iPad. There's a fold-down armrest in the central seat back that has 2 cup holders that will hold a reusable and a disposable coffee cup. And the tray in there is good for your phone. You've got charging sockets in there too. The door bins in the back are a good size. They will hold an iPad and a refillable water bottle, and there's little storage handle wells in them too. There are built-in window blinds in the rear doors of the Mazda CX-8, which are fantastic for shielding rear passengers from the sun while you're driving along. There are aircon vents in the back of the central console box, which is great for keeping those second row passengers nice and comfortable while you're driving. There are, however, no aircon vents in the third row of the Mazda CX-8. In the front, the storage is good too. There are 2 cup holders in the central console. They'll hold a reusable and a disposable coffee cup. And in front of the gear lever is a wireless phone charging pad. The central console box in the front is a good size, and you've got charging sockets in there too. The glove box is a good size in here. That will hold my iPad with the manual, and there's a glasses case in the ceiling. The front door bins are a great size. They'll hold an iPad and refillable water bottle, and there's storage wells in those handles as well. There are charging sockets in all 3 rows in the Mazda CX-8, which is fantastic for all passengers being able to charge devices while you're driving along. There's USB-C sockets, USB sockets, and 12-volt sockets throughout the car. The media system in the Mazda CX-8. It's been updated, so they all have this lovely big media system, and as well, they've all got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built in. Now, you control the whole system using the rotary dial and buttons down in the central console. It's not a touchscreen anymore. You do have a sat-nav built in, as well as you can access the vehicle settings and sound settings and things like that, which is nice and easy. Now, when you put it into reverse, the camera image is lovely and crystal clear in here and bright, and you can turn the parking sensors off with a button down by the driver's right knee. The boot boot door of the Mazda CX-8 opens electronically with just a beep and closes like that too. Let's find out how much we can fit in the boot. Using 2 rows of seats, it will hold 17 shopping bags, or a twin pram and 9 shopping bags, a single pram and 11 shopping bags, or a compact stroller and 14 shopping bags, or a large dog. Our friends at Infogroup have also provided us with their new Jiffle Wagon, which is a versatile 6-in-1 pram. Let's also see how well it fits in with various configurations. The Jiffle Wagon with the Adaptable infant capsule installed into the car fits with 11 shopping bags, and the Jiffle Wagon holds up to 60 kilos of cargo inside the wagon too. The Jiffle Wagon with its seat fits with 8 shopping bags. The Jiffle Wagon with bassinet fits with 5 shopping bags, and the Jiffle Wagon cart fits with 11 shopping bags. When using all 3 rows of seats, the Mazda CX-8 will fit to 6 shopping bags in the boot, or a single pram and 1 shopping bag, or a very small dog. The Jiffle Wagon in full fold with the Adaptable infant capsule installed into the car fits with 2 shopping bags, or the Jiffle Wagon in full fold with its seat fits with no shopping bags, and the Jiffle Wagon cart in full fold fits with 3 shopping bags. Thanks again to Infogroup for letting us test their new Jiffle Wagon. The Mazda CX-8 has 6 airbags covering those third row passengers too. It also has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, so you know your little ones are safe in the event of an accident. The Mazda CX-8 is a great car to drive. It's had a suspension update, so the ride is really lovely and comfortable. It's also now available as a diesel and a petrol, so you have got that flexibility too. Now, visibility out of the back when you've got 5 child seats all loaded up is pretty slim. However, visibility down the back and actually out those side windows is still really good. It's a really nice manoeuvrability around town and school and supermarket car parks is really nice and easy. And being a 7-seat SUV rather than people mover, that footprint is slightly smaller, which makes it much easier to park and manoeuvre. Now, I really enjoy the ride of the Mazda CX-8. Steering's really nice and light, and that turning circle is really good for a 7-seater. So as you can see, the Mazda CX-8 makes a great 7-seater SUV for families. Let's find out what my top family-friendly features are. Number 1 is there are built-in window blinds in the rear doors of the Mazda CX-8, which are fantastic for shielding little passengers in the back from the sun while you're driving along. Number 2 is you can fit 5 InfoSecure child seats in the back of the Mazda CX-8, which is fantastic news for families that need to. There are 5 top tether anchorages in the back here and 2 Isofix. And legroom is great in here. We could fit a 182 centimetre driver in front of a rear facing and forward facing InfoSecure child seat. Number 3 is the boot of the Mazda CX-8. When you're using all 3 rows of seats, you've got this fantastic under-floor storage area and you can fit a single pram in the boot. Number 4 is there are charging sockets throughout all 3 rows of the Mazda CX-8. In the 3rd row and 2nd row there are USB sockets, and in the front here there are USB-C sockets. There's also a 12-volt socket in the front and in the boot. Number 5 is the Mazda CX-8 has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating and it did really well with child occupancy protection. It also has 6 airbags, so you know your little ones are well covered in the event of an accident. So to sum up with the Mazda CX-8, it makes a fantastic 7-seater SUV, especially for those families that don't want to upsize to a people mover. You can fit 5 InfoSecure child seats in the back of the Mazda CX-8, which is fantastic news for large families. It's also got pretty good 3rd row access as well with those child seats installed, and you can fit a twin pram in the boot. There's lots of features throughout the car that really help families, like those blinds that are built into the 2nd row doors and the USB sockets throughout all 3 rows for charging. The drive is great, the media system is good, and the addition of that wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is a really great feature. Boot space is good, and you can fit a twin pram in there when you're using 5 seats or a single one when you're using all 7.